Justin with Guaranteed Country here, and we are out on a nice and windy March day. And you can see what an interesting spot. These are basically a tree that was taken down by a beaver, and I'd never seen it before. This is right around where the two beavers that we caught were, but there are basically logs that have been chewed off. They chewed off all the bark, and they are all over around this tree. And so got something fun in store for today. We are actually going to, you can see there's quite a few of them, and we're actually going to collect a couple of these. They're rather big, but I think pretty neat, and I got a pretty cool idea for what we can use them for. So we're going to gather up, try to carry two of them. They're pretty large. So we were really excited to try and continue the beaver quest. But unfortunately, over the last couple of weeks, we have encountered some major rains. And I know this creek doesn't look real big. It's about 40 foot across. But this is way more water than what we normally end up seeing in this creek. So there's not a real safe way. You can see right here in this area, it's pretty deep. I would love the chance to try and catch a couple more. I think there's a lot of bank den sets that are in this area that are just alongside the creek. But honestly, it's just not safe to get back in the water. So a lot of these beavers are going to get a free pass. And hopefully this fall, we will have a good chance to try and catch some of them. I'm sure most of you guys have seen this before, but for those of you that haven't, they just do a number on the trees, and all of these are all just bites of wood that they chomp out of the tree and just left here, kind of nature's mulch. But interesting, they just did a number, and in this case, that tree is actually still hanging up in the tree beside it. So they gnawed off what they could with ease, and the rest is just sitting here for another day. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay with the wind, but we carried two of them back, and just really awesome character. They chew them off to a point so they can get them separated. I'd say these are about 12 to 14 inches in diameter, and I'm really excited to see if we can convert this into a cool little nature project that we can put into our man cave, and it ties in nicely with our hunting and trapping theme that we have. So let's take them back to the house and see what we can do with them. Hey guys, we are in Menards, and we are trying to locate some light kits so we can continue our project. So we're going to get those, some extensions, and we should have everything that we need equipment-wise to make our beaver lamps. And we'll just need to work on getting some shades and then start constructing it. So that'd be half. Hey guys, we are at my buddy Jason's house, and we are currently measuring out the log. And all we're going to do right now is basically look to split it right down the middle, and we'll see where that gets us. Alright, so we made it through with the saw. We can see here we're just a little uneven. So we're going to use the belt sander and sand it out, and we'll be ready to go. So here we got them laying flat, and now we are going through trying to figure out exactly where we're going to punch our 3/8 inch hole going through. That will then hold our lamp rod to in there.
That's just not.
So we're basically going to do a pilot hole. So we had to go one drill bit bigger than 3/8, just so we can get the rod through the 3/8 rod. We did the first one to see how it looked, and the second one just using a rubber mallet, and it goes right on through, and that'll give us a nice foundation for our lamp.
I
So
did
we
get it all
used a
ready.
router, so then the cord
get it
can
on
perfectly fit underneath there, and this can still lay flat on the table.
Okay.
Yep. So we then had to keep track of how long we want the lamp to be. All right, guys. So we have relocated to the garage. You can see here are our two lamps that we have thus far, and I think we're going to leave these pretty much rustic. Not going to put any lacquer or anything on them. So you guys saw earlier in the video, we got these lamp making kits. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get one wired up and see if we can put a light bulb in it. Pretty exciting, just nice rustic decor to put in the man cave, and anxious to see what they look like when they're all done. All right, pretty basic when it comes to opening up the kit. So have your lampshade holder bracket that holds the lampshade, and I went ahead and I've already disassembled the where the light bulb socket. Real easy. You're just running the wire through the bottom up through the top. From there, we are going to hook on our wires, put everything back together, and fingers crossed, when this is all said and done, we're going to be able to put a bulb in, turn it on, and hopefully we will have light. Real easy. You're just making sure that you're putting the wire over. So real basic 120 wiring, making sure that you put it over so as you screw it onto the right, it gets tighter. And we're gonna basically do the same thing here on our second one. Make sure that we are loose enough. So we'll get that put on. These kits, I mean, as you can see, the kits are real affordable. You can buy them online. I live close to a Menards, so it worked out well that I could just purchase it from them. But, you know, 12 bucks. I decided to get 3-way just because I like having the, you know, having a little bit dimmer if possible. But you can just get a standard on-off as well. So from here, we're gonna simply put this back, goes over top, and we are well on our way of getting it put together. All right, so we went ahead, got the fixture put back together, and a lot of it is just a matter that is on tight. That's where I want that. And I can then use this bottom nipple to cinch it all together. And from there, we have our light shade holder that goes on there, covers it up. So the best part about projects like this is it of course does not have to be 100% perfect, but in this case, I mean, I'm really proud. So here's where our wire came through, and you could see we just used a router. So when it sits flat, real nice, has a place for the cord to come out, doesn't hit it, and you can use pretty much whatever size bit that you want to clear out a channel, and works perfect. Okay, so I got a 3-way LED light bulb in there, and let's turn it on for the first time. Hey, how about that? That is pretty awesome. We'll get a lampshade put on there, and I think what an awesome rustic touch and super easy project. I'd encourage any of you guys, if you have, I mean, I just happened to find these pieces of wood when I was out scouting for beavers, and I thought I can make a project out of it. So you can get these kits for under 15 bucks, and next thing you know, you have a one-of-a-kind lampshade that no one else has. So especially to have a pair of them, and we're going to make a couple for the house and a couple for the hunting cabin. Well, here are both of the new lamps wired up. Have them on the dimmest setting, so these are 3-way like I mentioned. So this is the dimmest that they will be, but honestly I think they look awesome, especially with the big lights off. They just have a really good look to them, just rustic. So I'm looking forward to getting some lampshades on them, and we'll show you guys the finished product. Well guys, I appreciate you watching and tuning into the video. It was a fun little project, and as you can see, not real hard, something that all of you guys can make as well. Right here is our finished product. This is one of our lamps, have it down in our man cave, and just really pleased with how it turned out, and couldn't ask for a much better project, and especially just kind of shooting from the hip and trying to get a new lamp for the basement. So with that, appreciate you guys watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button, and we'll see you next time.